So recently I made a video about 7 genius ways to make money with Canva AI, and you guys absolutely loved that video. Well, since then I've found 7 more ways to make money with Canva that are actually even better than the last ones that I found. And these are so simple to do that I actually didn't believe that they worked until I actually tried them out for myself. So in this video, I'm going to show you what all of these 7 different ideas are and how you can get started with them step by step. Now, if you're not familiar with pitch decks, these are professional presentations. Think professional PowerPoints that entrepreneurs and business owners use when they're trying to convince wealthy investors to give them money. And the way they do that is with a pitch deck, like a polished presentation that explains what their business is, shows the market opportunities, and demonstrates why someone should invest. So these are very important. It makes a difference between a business that never gets off the ground and potentially raising millions of dollars in funding. So if we come over here to Fiverr, you can see that this person right here, for instance, they have over 900 reviews for their pitch deck presentations. And you see they charge a minimum of $400, and that's just for 5 slides. If you want 20 slides, it's going to cost you $950. So there really is a huge market for these and people who are willing to spend a lot of money on them. But the cool thing is you can easily make these very quickly using Canva AI. So here on canva.com, there's a few ways you can use Canva AI, but for now, we're just going to use this prompt box right here. And you can type in here whatever you want. I'm going to assume that I'm creating a pitch deck for a company that has some sort of like auto email filtering using AI. So I'm just going to type in here, create a pitch deck for how to use our AI tool to automate your emails. Our tool is called Auto Email. Pretty simple. You can make it a lot more elaborate, but for this example, we're just going to do that. And I'll click on Submit. And you see that Canva gives us a few different examples here that we can run with. So I kind of like the look of this one, but we also have this one. Actually, let's go ahead and use this one right here. I think it's kind of a good middle ground. So I'm just going to click on this button right here. This will allow you to actually edit it further. So we can see it's right here. Take a look at it. And if you're happy with it, just click up here where it says Use Canva Editor. So that will then add it to your projects inside of Canva. And then you can actually edit this down further to be exactly what you want and to include all of the points that the client wants when you are creating the pitch deck for them. But you can see that most of the work is done for you. You don't have to set the whole thing up. You don't have to create a design. All of that is done for you. The basic framework is done. You just have to plug it in with exactly what the client is asking for. And if the client actually gives you talking points that they want to include in the presentation, you can actually put those inside the prompt box as well to make sure that all of that information is included inside of the actual presentation when Canva makes it. So it's very quick to make these. And as you can see, you can charge upwards of $900 to create these for clients. Okay, if you go to Etsy right now and search for something like custom portraits or AI art, you're gonna see a few people who are selling services such as this. So what they're doing is they'll take a photo of you or a photo of your family and they'll turn it into art that looks like this. Now the key with this is that this is a digital download, which means that you're not gonna get shipped a physical print. You just get a digital copy that you can then print and use however you want. And you're gonna see a lot of people selling this, like here's one selling it for $17.94, and this person has over 2,000 reviews. And here's someone else who's selling it for about $13.50, and they have over 300 reviews. So this is definitely working, things like this. But what's cool about this is that you can easily do this yourself using something like Canva. And all you're gonna do is take the photos that people send you and turn them into these different artistic styles. So coming on over here to Canva, what you want to do as soon as you get the picture from someone is click up here where it says create, and we're going to select the photo editor here on the left. And you want to make sure that your client's photo is uploaded. So I'm going to use this photo of myself right here. I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to click right here where it says create design. Now, what you want to do is actually click on the photo itself inside of here, and then click on edit. And for me, this is already brought up so you can see all the different editing tools for the photo right here. Now, of course, you want to do some basic editing. You can come in here and adjust things like the temperature, the brightness, the contrast. All those are pretty simple. If it's a very good photo, you won't have to do that much with it, but you might just want to do a little bit with it. or you can just click on auto adjust, and that looks pretty good right there. So now going back, you see that there's all these different tools that you can use to actually edit this photo. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the background. So if I click right here where it says background remover, that then quickly removes the background. And now I'm going to generate a different background by clicking right here. So now depending on what style of art the person is looking for, that's going to affect what the background looks like. So in this case, the person wants like an anime background. So I'm going to say a anime background. Just keep it very generic. All right, so we have a few choices here. You can click on any of them to preview them. So I'm just going to go with this one right here, and then I will click on done. Now from here, obviously the actual photo itself is not anime. So we want to go ahead and change that because that's what the customer actually ordered. And for that, we're going to use these things called apps. So these are the apps down here. You can also find them right under here in the editor. And there's a whole lot of them in here that you can choose from. Actually, if we click on apps right here, you'll see even more of them. There's a ton of them, and a lot of these are third party as well. And the key with this is you really want to play around. You want to try a lot of these out, see which ones work, because for every one that works, you can create a new gig on Etsy and offer that as a service. So we have one right here that's like sci-fi gen, cartoonist. I downloaded a couple that I like. So the one that I'm going to show you right now is called Anime-fi. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And you'd be able to click right here to actually animate it. Or another one is film camera. This is one I like a lot as well. So for this one, you can actually adjust it however you want to really give it that film effect. So maybe I turn this one up. I turn on the light leak quite a bit to kind of give it that. Maybe that was too much. A little bit of playing around here. But once you see something that you're happy with, you can just leave it like that, a nice film effect. And then I'll click on apply to image. And now we have a nice vintage looking photo. So you can then offer that one as a service as well. So lots of choices in here. Here's another one that will turn it into a cartoon if you want. And there's a whole lot of different styles. So there's just cartoon, there's pencil, there's pixels, there's anime, all these different options that you can choose from. Or you can colorize photos as well. So this is a big one that you can sell if someone can upload a black and white photo that they want to now be colorized. You can offer that as a service as well, and that works really powerfully in here as well. Some of these apps do cost additional money, so you do want to be aware of that. But of course, it would be a business expense, and hopefully you would then make that money back. So this next method is perfect if you want to start a YouTube channel, but you don't want to show your face or even use your real voice. Because there are ways to create completely faceless YouTube channels using nothing but Canva AI tools. And these channels are absolutely crushing it right now because they can cover literally any topic, and you can scale these up so quickly and then earn money with Google AdSense. So let me show you how to do this. So I'm going to come into Canva, and the first thing you want to do is actually create a doc. So I'm going to click right here on the home page where it says draft a doc. And then you'll just write in here whatever you want the video to be about. So I said write a script for a 10-minute YouTube video. The script is about the 10 scariest places on Earth. Write only the script that will be read out loud and nothing else, so I can easily copy and paste it into an AI voiceover app. And then I'll click on submit. All right, so these are the results. Let's go ahead and open them up. And I'll click up here where it says use Canva editor. And I'll make sure that I'm happy with all of this. If there's something I'm not happy with, what I can do is actually click right here where it says magic write and just have them transform the text into whatever I want. I can give them feedback, say, hey, I don't like the style of this. I don't like the pacing of it. I want you to rewrite this, whatever it is, or just want you to shorten it. You can have the AI do whatever you want to make this text exactly the way that you want. But once you have it down, I'm just going to go ahead and copy all of it just by highlighting all the text that you want read out loud. And I will copy that. And then you want to start a new project. So I'm going to click on up here where it says create a new design. And this time I'm going to type in video, and I'm going to choose a landscape video. Now you can also do this with short form content. Obviously the script will have to be shorter, but for purposes of this, I'm going to do a full feature length video, so to speak. So I'm going to use landscape. Now the first thing we're going to do is actually get the voiceover. So on the left here, I'm going to scroll down to where it says, actually click where it says audio. And then you'll see right here where it says generate AI voice. And if you click on that, you can paste in all of the text you just copied and then choose the voice that you want. Now, sometimes there's a limit to how much can be read out loud for you. So you just have to cut it into chunks and then do it in chunks. There's a few different choices here. I like Richard, so I'll go ahead and select Richard. But another tip for you is that there actually are third-party apps that can read them out for you as well. So the one I was experimenting with is called VoiceOver Labs. And this one I think sounds a lot better than the ones that are built into Canva. But just like with the other apps, this does cost money. So for now, I'm just gonna stick with the free one. So I'll return back to audio and generate AI voice, and I'll select Richard, and I'll go ahead and delete some of this so that we can do this in chunks like I mentioned before. And I'll click on Generate AI Voice. All right, once that's done, you'll see it right down here in the timeline. That is the whole voice. You can go ahead and listen to it and make sure that it's the way that you want. But assuming it is, you'll now want to actually add some video on top of it. And again, you can do this right inside Canva. So I'm going to click on the left here. I'm going to scroll up to where it says Elements. I'm going to click on that. And here's where you want to search for whatever it is you want to put in the video. So returning back to the script, the first one up here is the Island of the Dolls. So what I can search for in here are dolls. And you want to click on videos to see all the videos. And this one right away is like already creepy. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that one in right there. And then I don't want it for the whole video. So I'm just going to cut it right here. Like let's say I only want it to be this long. I'll go ahead and split it right there. And let's say for the next portion, I need something else that's only this long. I'll go ahead and split right there. And for that section, what are we talking about? We're talking about a forest. So I'll go ahead and search for scary forest. There we go. And I'll now drag that into the second part. So now we have that. And you just do the same thing. For every single part, you just put whatever video you want on top of it. You can also do transitions in here as well. There's a lot you can do with Canva when it comes to video editing. I won't have time to show you everything in this video, but the more you play around with it, the more you'll learn and the better your videos are going to be. And then once you're done, you can just go ahead and export it and upload it to YouTube. And the cool thing about this is you've created an entire video entirely inside of Canva without ever showing your face and without ever using your real voice. For this next one, we're gonna go local. I'm going to show you how you can create complete branding packages for small businesses in your area using only Canva's AI tools. So things like logos, business cards, social media templates, letterheads, everything that a new business needs to really look professional. So we're gonna jump back into Canva. We're gonna head to the home page. Let's go ahead and click on Canva. And this time we're gonna use the prompt box again. So what I wanna actually make is we're gonna click in here and I'm going to click Design for Me and I'm going to select a logo because the first thing a business is going to need is a logo. And what I'll tell it is to make a logo for Dave the Plumber. And then I'll click on Submit. And this will then generate for me multiple different logos that we can choose between. I can send all of these to the client to get their feedback or just choose the one that I think looks the best. And looking in here, you can see these are all the results. I actually like all of them quite a bit, but I think this one makes the most sense. I'm gonna go ahead and select that one. Now, once you have that, you wanna click on Use Canva Editor to actually save it so you don't lose it. And now I will actually download it. I wanna download this to my computer. You're gonna see why in a second. So now that we have the logo, let's make the business cards. So I'll return back to the home page. And in the prompt box up here, I'm gonna again select Canva AI and again select Design for Me. And I'm gonna type in here, create a business card for Dave the Plumber. It must use the same colors as the attached logo design. It must include the attached logo on the business card. So what I'll do is now attach that logo. And you'll notice that if you click on Designs, you can select it right here. However, I found that every time I do that, it just doesn't work for some reason. So what I'm going to do is actually upload the logo that I just downloaded, which is the same exact thing, but it just works better. There we go. I'll select that and click on Use Image. And then once that's all there, I can just click on Submit. All right, so a couple of results here. Obviously, AI is not perfect. This one doesn't look that well. That one looks terrible, actually. This one looks really solid right here. I really like this. It shows the front and the back. This one also looks really nice. Actually, kind of like this one better. And actually, this one's really good as well. So lots of good choices. I'm actually going to go with this third one. So I can just click right here where it says edit, use this in a design. Go ahead and change this however I want. Obviously, change up the name, actually add a QR code, which Canva can do as well. You can create QR codes, which will send them directly to your website or whatever else that you need. So pretty easy to do. And then you can do the same thing for every other component of their social media and branding package. So you can set up templates for their social media like Instagram. You can create letterheads with the logo as well. Very simple to do inside of Canva with that prompt box, because all you have to do is upload that logo and then have it created based on the colors and the image inside of that logo, just to make sure that there's unity between all their different brand elements. That doesn't take you very long once you learn how to do it, so you can quickly pump these out for local businesses. This next method is perfect if you want to get into affiliate marketing without ever showing your face. And with this method, you can also quickly scale this up at a pace that we have never seen before. Let me show you what I mean. So if you come over to Google and you search for Amazon Influencer Program and click on the top result, this is a way that you can actually get paid to post up reviews to Amazon. You see, if you come to any product here on Amazon and you click on the videos underneath the pictures right here, you're going to see not only videos from the brand, but also videos over here that are from consumers. Now, if I were to watch this video and then purchase it, this influencer right here will actually earn a commission for making this video and actually producing the sale. And you can do the same exact thing with the Amazon Influencer Program. It's very easy. You sign up. You just grab your phone, start making videos of products and reviewing them. But with Canva AI, we can really elevate this and scale this like never before. So what you want to do is go around your house and find any products that you've ever bought on Amazon and just take a 30-second video of that product. And then you can come over to Canva and start to put this all together. So I'm going to come over to the Canva homepage. I'm going to again use this prompt box and click on Canva AI. I'll then click on draft a doc, and I'm going to type in this. Write a script for a video review of a water bottle I bought on Amazon recently. Write out the entire script without any placeholders. It should fully describe what I like about the water bottle, what I don't like, all the features, and it should be for a 30-second video. Okay, and then I'll click on submit. So here's the review right here, just like before. We can go ahead and open this up. Go ahead and click on Use Canva Editor and actually change this however we want. If we're unhappy with it, go ahead and use the magic right to actually change it up. But assuming you're happy with it, I'm just gonna go ahead and copy it, and we're gonna do the same thing that we did before. I'm gonna click on File, I'm gonna create a new design, I'm gonna type in video, but this time I'm going to do a video that's vertical like this. So I'm gonna click on that. And we're going to generate an AI voiceover just like before. So I'll click on audio, generate an AI voice, paste it in, choose a voice that I like, and click on generate. Same thing that I showed you how to do before. And then you'll just take the video, upload it, and put it on top of that. So there you go. This is my final product right here with the voiceover. This probably took me, like 2 minutes to make. And what's really cool about this is you can do this so fast. Just go around your house, take a bunch of videos of products, and once you start to make some good money with this, you can even outsource this. You can hire virtual assistants, just send them the quick videos that you take, and they can come into Canva and actually do this part of it. And you can have your friends and family, anytime they buy something on Amazon, send you 30-second clips of the product they bought, and you can then send it to your virtual assistant who can then do all this work and post these products for you very easily. This next method is getting huge because every single business knows that they need to be on social media, but most business owners have no idea how to do it themselves. They don't know what to post, when to post, or how to make their content look good. So they're willing to pay money for someone to handle all of their social media for them. And what's amazing is that you can offer that as a service and do it pretty easily using Canva. Let me show you how easy it is to create something called a content calendar. So here inside Canva, I'm going to go ahead and click on Create a New, And this time I'm going to select where it says Sheets. Where is Sheets? Right here. And then scrolling down here, you see all these different templates. And a lot of these, as you see, are social media calendars. So you can find one that you like. I think that pretty much any of them are going to be fine. I'm going to just select this first one. And then here you can see that we have an entire social media calendar. And this organizes everything. So the type of content you're posting, the platform you're posting on, the publish date, the publish time, the actual visual, everything that you need. If you want to build something like this from scratch, just by the way that you would do that is, let's say you wanted a drop down like this. I'm going to clear out this one. You just want to select here where it says actions, and you want to select where it says drop down. And you can go ahead and create a new drop down or use one that's already existing on the page. So something like this, for instance. Same thing for the date. If this date wasn't in here, there wasn't a date field, you can just click on actions and go ahead and select where it says date. So really this actions button right here has everything that you need to build this entire thing out with all these dates and these drop downs. But what I'll show you how to do now is how to actually use this content calendar to actually build out all these social media posts for you in a matter of minutes. So what we have right now are the visuals. These will be sent to you by the brand. You're not gonna be able to do these yourself. These need to be pictures of the actual product that the brand is trying to sell. So here they are right here. I just put them into different rows. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a new column. So each post needs to have some sort of title for it. And each post also needs some sort of description. And that's gonna be actually underneath the photo, right? So this is all the things that we need. So we need the photo of it, we need something that's gonna be written over the photo, and then we need the actual description. So what I'll do right here is I will scroll down like this, and then I'll click right here where it says quick actions and click on magic write, and then say for each cell, come up with a witty title for a post. I'm selling water bottles. So I'm just assuming that the company I'm working for sells these water bottles, and we're going to use these posts to sell them. So now we have a bunch of these sort of like witty titles for the post. I'll click on insert. So now we have all of those, and then we'll do the same thing for the description. Highlight all these cells, click on actions, magic write, and then say I'm selling water bottles. These descriptions are going under the posts I make on Instagram. Come up with a fun description that will sell the bottles for each cell. And there we go. We now have copy for every single Instagram post. I'll click on insert. So now we have all of those as well. So now you see we have the visual, we have the title, and we have the descriptions. So now we actually create the template. So I'll click right here where it says add page type, and I will select social media, and I will do Instagram post. And now I'll hover over the left here where it says designs. I'm gonna choose a design that I like. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. I like this one. Let me go ahead and edit it the way that I want. This will just be a template. So I'll leave right here where it says shop now. I'll assume that this is the company's website. I can go ahead and delete this. I don't need all of this. I'm just gonna type in here title because that's a placeholder for the title. And I'll delete this photo because we're not selling shoes, we're selling water bottles. So then I'll click on the left here where it says elements, and you wanna type in frame. And frame will bring up these things right here. These are all placeholders for images. So in this case, I'm gonna select see all. I'm just gonna do this round one right here and go ahead and make this a little bit bigger, kind of like right there. I don't like that this is underneath this. So I'm gonna click on the top left here where it says position and layers right here. And I'm just gonna move that badge over the actual photo like that. Boom. Okay, so now I'll return back to the original page right here. Then I'll select the two columns that are going to be used in the actual post, which are the visuals and the title, not the description, because those are going to be added later when you actually post. So select those two. Then I'll click on actions and I will select where it says bulk create. And then I'll click on continue. And now you want to select the design that you currently are working on, which is this one. And you want to make sure that the right page is selected, which is this one. So this is going to fill everything into this template. So first I'm going to click on title right here, and I'm going to click on connect data, and then actually select title. And then I'll click on the photo and click on connect data and click on visuals. And then I'll click on create 10 designs. Great, so now look what happened just now. We now have a new column called design. If I go ahead and click on any of these, that will then bring it up. Just click on that, and there it is right there. So you might have to modify it a little bit, like that overlapped a little bit. You can kind of mitigate that by making sure your template is better and just doesn't run into that problem. But you can see I was able to make it much, much faster than just doing all of them manually by hand. So you can literally do this for dozens of different companies once you get this down, because you can quickly make these content calendars for them and quickly make dozens of social media posts with very little work using Canva AI. Finally, let's talk about weddings. Using Canva AI, you can easily provide a ton of services for people who are about to get married and bundle them up into one package that you then sell them. So first up, let me show you how to quickly make a wedding website using Canva AI. So I'm going to click where it says website right here on the home page. Now under designs, you can just go ahead and search for wedding, and there are a ton of different websites that you can, or website templates you can use. So I'm just going to go ahead and select this one, and I'll click apply for sections. And here we have a really easy template that you can then fill in for your couple that's getting married. So you can fill in their name, how they can RSVP, the different photos. And then once you have this all exactly the way that you want, click on the top here where it says publish website. And you can either publish this at a Canva URL or use a custom domain. And it looks very, very professional and very nice. From there, you can also obviously do other stuff like create wedding invitations. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on File and create a new design. And I'll type in here wedding invitation. And then I'm gonna go ahead and select this one. And once again, we're gonna use a preset template. So maybe like this one. And just like what I showed you before, you can use Canva AI to help you with so much. So I can go ahead and use AI Write to help me write exactly what I want it to look like. You can change the name. You can even add images in here as well. So if you wanted certain images, you can click on generate an image, and we can do like a graphic in a certain style. So maybe like a line art, and then maybe do a horse or whatever else you want on the invitation that's really going to fit what the couple is looking for. And of course, you can make other things in here as well for them, like the RSVP cards. You could also do the envelopes, even the little placeholders for when they eat dinner, where people are going to be sitting. All that stuff you can make for them, package it all up, and then sell it to them as a wedding service. So there you go, 7 more genius ways to make money with Canva AI. And the crazy part is we've barely scratched the surface of what's possible with Canva. So as I learn more about different ways to make money with Canva, I'll be sure to make a lot more videos about it. So if that interests you, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Then if you want to see my original video where I covered my first 7 ideas on different ways to make money with Canva AI, you should click on the video that's on the screen right now, because those are completely different from what I covered in this video. I talk about things like dot-to-dot books and different things like that. So be sure to click on the video, and I'll see you over there in just 1 second. Bye for now.